Hey everybody, and welcome to Woodcrest Bonsai. Today I'm going to attempt to remove this air layer from a Brazilian rain tree. This tree is growing in the ground, and here's the air layer, and you can see the trunk here is quite substantial. It really gets crazy down here. But above the air layer, it goes way up into an oak tree. And I know it's difficult to see, but it has some really interesting curves. So today I'm going to see if there's enough roots to sustain it, because it's quite large. I will be cutting it way back once I do remove it, if I do remove it. And this is a gallon milk jug filled with potting soil wrapped around the air layer, and then plastic wrapped around that, and then zip tied on the top and the bottom to keep the moisture in, but also to keep excess moisture out. You want your air layers to be good and moist, but not overly wet. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm also standing on a ladder, so this could be interesting here. The first thing I'm going to do is cut the bottom zip tie and start to unravel the plastic wrap, just to see if I can see roots emerging through the soil. And since I'm going to climb up one more step here. Ready? Whoa! And since milk jugs are not all that transparent, I really can't see anything right now. So I'm going to chop off that zip tie. I think you could become a multi-millionaire if you could figure out a zip tie that you could undo instead of having to chop it off. There we go. So the zip tie is gone. Now let's see what we've got here. I'm going to try to keep the top zip tie on, because if there isn't enough roots, then I'm going to just close it back up. Okay. Need to reach around and unravel it here. Oh, I have some vines in my way, which in my yard, vines are pretty common. Okay, one more wrap around should do it. And I'm going to cut those vines away. Have the scissors, use them. Okay, that should work. They are so invasive, those vines. Okay, we're getting there. One more turn, I think, and we should be at the milk jug, maybe? No. Needs one more. Well, there's the milk jug right there. So, I still can't see anything. We're going to have to tear it all apart. Could be, because I can't see anything that looks like roots. I did use some packing tape to close it up, so maybe we can, maybe we can look in here. Oh man, look at that, my finger, I got a thorn stuck right in my finger. Welcome to Brazilian rain trees. I'm going to turn the camera off and get that baby out of there. Well, there are some roots, there's one right there, but it's still very minimal. So I don't know, should I just go for it? I'm kind of tired of waiting. And if it doesn't take, well, okay, it doesn't take. Won't be the first time an Airlayer didn't take. So if that's the case, I'm just going to chop off. First I'm going to chop the Airlayer, then I'm going to remove the jug. And we'll see what happens from there. I cut it off the main tree and oh man, is it a beast. Look at the way this thing moves. And I love the movement in the trunk here. But then the top is just this massive beast. So I'm going to chop 80–90% of that off and just leave the structure of the tree right here. And I think it's going to be a really cool tree. It'll probably be a 2 or 3 year project. So I'm going to get my loppers and my gloves because these things are full of spines and just cut all this stuff off. And then with any luck, the root ball will have enough roots to sustain it. And I've had really good luck with taking Airlayers from Brazilian rain trees, so I know this one is probably the largest proportion of top to roots that I've ever done, but I'm confident it's going to make it. Okay, so I cut off most of it, but it just keeps going and going and going and going and going. And it's still a beast. And in order to give it a chance to survive, I'm going to cut all this green off. Every bit, it'll just be completely bare. I really want to keep some of this curvature. I love the way the trunk curves, but I'm going to cut all the smaller branches off entirely and then put it into a 7-gallon nursery can in a whole bunch of shade, and I'm pretty confident it will root and survive. And I'm thinking that it probably has the potential for 2 or 3 more Airlayers up in here, probably next year, which will also give me some really nice trees with some really interesting movement. Oh, here comes the wind. So I think I'm just going to end this video right now. I'll show you the finished product. I also have a neighbor running machinery, so I will show you the finished product either later today or sometime tomorrow. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.